Well, there's the beautiful saying, sell in May and go away. Now, obviously, due to the current situation, with the going away, that's a little bit of a tricky situation. Well, guys, if you're currently looking in your stock market portfolio, you might see something like this. It looks horrible for some of you guys, especially those guys that are invested into growth stocks. Virgin Galactic minus 7.4%, Beyond Meat minus 4.3%, Tesla minus 4.5%, and the better ones that don't lose so much, it's like Apple, Shopify, or Win or Amazon. This is not a good day at all, guys. But I want to talk with you about stock market crash real quick because of the situation. Now, first of all, what is going on right now, right? Because we have seen winning streaks, 6-7 days in a row for the Nasdaq, everybody going with their capital to the Nasdaq. It seems like the safe haven because these tech giants will never go bust. Now, this might be true. However, I don't also support this. I don't support either of the theory, okay? I'm thinking that even in these situations, you will have like a balanced situation in terms of, was the recent stock market gain appropriate if you're thinking a few days back or a few weeks back? In my opinion, yes. You can argue that this money from the government is helping companies and the stimulus all around and the buying by the Federal Bank of America is obviously keeping markets afloat. Now, this is a total normal situation, obviously, and there's thousands of YouTubers out there that's saying, the crash is coming. And also, I am a communicator of this message that I certainly believe that there will be lower levels. But is it for sure that we get a market crash? Absolutely not, guys. See, I want to tell you something. I have seen people, they was telling me 2009, 2010, guys, this was not over. This is just the beginning of the end. 2011, 2012, the stock market is too high. It's unbelievable. The next crisis is coming. China is insolvent. China will go down. China, the growth engine of the world, will bring us all down. And what I just saw was the biggest bull market since ever on the stock market, the longest one, without a big negative. Obviously, we had now and then this corrections, which is healthy, right? Look at 2018, where the Fed suddenly said, I'm not anymore happy with the interest rates, but in the end, they changed the tone and the stock market went up again. So what I'm trying to say is that think about what happened the last couple of days. First, we went higher and higher and higher due to the overall situation. There's basically no alternative that makes better returns on capital. So the pension funds, big money, smart money, everything goes into the stock market. Obviously, this helps to bring the stock market higher. Now, on the other side, obviously, so many people, and that's why they say this is maybe the most hated bull rally that we currently see on the market, because so many people say, how is this possible that the blood is on the streets, like the unemployment is on record levels, and we still see gaining stocks? Now, this is something that I always like to say. It's a quote. The market can be for a very longer time unlogical, okay, to your theories, then you can be solvent, Okay, this means that the stock market can go on like this, totally separated from Main Street. And maybe we can also see from here, a little bit of correction, and then more money goes into. A little bit correction, more money goes into the market. So you see like a steady trailing of the current levels. This can also happen, okay? This happened in Japan for a very long time, guys, okay? So never underestimate the power of governments and the power of the Federal Reserve, because if they put on the money printing machine, it's like a nuclear weapon against people that thinking that the markets go down, okay? So I think that from here, there's hundreds of possibilities, and the good or the best investors know how to ride these waves. In my personal opinion, I have really no clue, because there's so many things on both sides that can show us the way further from here. So we have the monetary policies that obviously will stimulate the market. On the other side, we have a devastating economic crisis coming up to us, and therefore I don't know how many companies will go out of business, and therefore also how many people will lose their job in the next couple of months. And this need at some point to be reflected into the stock market, but not for now, right? It can go on for that for a couple of months until we see the Q2 numbers. We are now just fading out of the Q1 numbers, which was for mostly part not very surprising, right? The expectations was brought down by analysts, so the companies just withdrew all the guidance as well. So we are cool in the water. We are cool. We are sailing in the biggest financial and economical crisis that you might have seen since the Great Depression. We are totally cool. We just don't give guidance, unbelievable, guys. So it's so hard to predict and ride the Wall Street waters right now that even for me it's very hard. If you were watching my live streams, yesterday I established a small Apple short, which I went out with about 35% profit in those timings. Brilliant for me, which I will later on discuss in details and show also what was there in my live stream in about 2.5 hours. So stay tuned. If you're new here, make sure to thumb up and subscribe, because these are breaking news, and obviously I wanted to cover this. But if you see this kind of days, especially if you're investors, it's bleeding, and the funny part is also that, unfortunately, this is normal mathematics, that it's going down faster than it's going up, unfortunately. And this is this is something that we cannot change. It's just regular mathematics that is going on. That just put it in your calculator. If you are having a stock that is $500 and it will go up 25%, then going from this levels 25% down, you will be at a much lower level than the 500 that it was originally going up. So you see that the downturn can be much stronger force than the upturn, but it's staying an interesting game. We have on the one side very much technical people that are saying we have a couple of technical factors that's showing us that the market cannot sustain its levels. On the other side, we have cheap money, the cheapest levels since so many decades. So where to put the money, right? Like there's no alternative. Tina, there's no alternative. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I love to read through the comments for your opinion, so I can incorporate this in my content obviously as well. And I hope you like this quick review of the market, and I see you in about 2.5 hours for a little bit lengthier live stream. So thank you very much for watching and see you then.